Hello, this is a quick overview of the Myers Park 2015 Vegetable Specialist Project. The two of us that are doing this are Michelle Connolly, a new Master Gardener as of 2014 for Collin County, and I'm a transfer this past year again to Collin County, but I was certified in 2004. Michelle and I met at Dr. Masabny's 2015 Vegetable Specialist Training. We returned to Collin County and took a look at the research garden for vegetables to see what we could do in the way of a project that would benefit our Collin County Master Gardeners and the research garden. When we returned, we volunteered to help with the spring harvest. Michelle worked closely with our general garden manager and learned everything you needed to know about the vegetable garden and began managing that early on, gathering all the volunteers and maintaining the garden and completing the harvest. I concentrated on learning the data collection side of a research garden and began looking at and showing people the variety of insects that they would have to know when vegetable gardening. The vegetable research garden is just one of several Earthkind gardens that were established at Myers Park. It consists of 6 50-foot beds that have been divided into 4 sections. The beds are 3 feet wide. Using yardsticks has proved to be very handy. Each of the 50-foot rows is divided into 4 beds, so each bed is about 12.5 feet. We usually leave space at the end so that we can walk on the braces across the bed. These being Earthkind and no-till, there is no stepping in the beds. These Earthkind beds were built once. In our research vegetable garden, we do not add compost. We would like to maintain the no-till aspect, so we disturb the soil as little as possible whenever we're planting or harvesting. We use no fertilizers and no pesticides. We try to do only hand weeding so that we have no use of glyphosate anywhere near the harvested vegetables. This photo was taken last May, right after torrential drought-breaking rains. With the cold weather and rain, the garden was simply not coming up well. A lot of the seeds did not germinate. By June, things were looking better, but again, it was rather slow going this year. This is part of our proposal, and it started with a crop rotation. The beds in blue were the ones that had the most rain damage done to them, and there was slight compaction. As you can see by the plantings in this garden, they were mostly in the family of nightshade, tomatoes, peppers. There were a few pinto beans, but they did not do well because of the weather. We had squash that was attacked by vine borers, and late in the season we got a very bad case of your army worms. They were late, and the grasshoppers were late. So this garden has a lot of pressure from insects and elements up on this hill, as you could hear by the wind of the last video. In this corner of the garden is the beginnings of hoop houses. They were trying to establish a hoop house, but were having some issues because of the wind on this hilltop. So we are going to try to complete these smaller hoop houses over the entire beds of this research vegetable garden. In addition to that, as mentioned before, we are going to do a year-round crop rotation plan so that the garden can be put into full use year-round, with hoop houses assisting for the insects and weather issues that this garden runs into. Thank you.